The answers you seek have always been within you. The transformation you crave isn't in the next achievement, the next goal, or the next external validation. It's in your ability to unlock the power of self-awareness. But how do you bridge the gap between who you are and who you are meant to be? This book is not just about self-help, it's about self-mastery. And your journey begins now. Self-help, a journey to inner transformation. Written and published by Stoic Guardian. Introduction. In a world that constantly pulls us in 1,000 directions, demanding productivity, validation, and success, we often forget the one journey that matters most, the journey inward. We chase external achievements, believing that happiness lies just beyond the next goal. Yet time and again we reach these milestones only to find ourselves feeling unfulfilled, lost, or searching for more. Self-help, a journey to inner transformation, is not just another book on personal development. It is a deep and reflective guide designed to awaken the power within you. It is a roadmap for those who seek true fulfillment, not through external validation, but through internal mastery. This book doesn't offer quick fixes or empty motivation. Instead, it presents timeless wisdom and practical steps to help you reconnect with your most authentic self. This journey is about shedding the layers of conditioning, releasing limiting beliefs, and stepping into the person you were always meant to become. It is about recognizing that every challenge, every fear, and every setback holds a lesson waiting to be uncovered. It is about awakening your mind, strengthening your emotional resilience, and cultivating a sense of peace that no external force can shake. Through carefully structured insights, we will explore the power of self-awareness, understanding the voices in your mind and distinguishing between fear and intuition, the art of deep transformation, breaking through old patterns and stepping into conscious living, emotional healing and resilience, releasing past burdens and cultivating inner peace, aligning mind, body, and spirit, achieving a state of flow where clarity and purpose become your guiding force, mastering self-trust, silencing self-doubt, and confidently walking the path that is meant for you. True transformation does not happen in a single moment, nor does it require grand gestures. It happens in the quiet, deliberate choices we make every day. It happens when we choose growth over comfort, presence over distraction, and authenticity over fear. This book is an invitation to rediscover yourself, to unlock your full potential, and to step into a life of profound meaning and purpose. The tools you need are already within you. This book is simply here to help you uncover them. Chapter 1. Awakening the Self. That subtle whisper inside you speaks a truth you have known all along. You are meant for more. Life rushes past in a blur of responsibilities and routines, yet beneath the surface, a deeper calling stirs. This is not about dramatic life changes or grand gestures. It is about returning home to yourself, one conscious breath at a time. Your true self exists beyond the roles you play and the masks you wear. Like a forgotten language, its wisdom waits patiently to be rediscovered. Each moment offers an invitation to pause, to notice, to remember who you really are beneath the noise of daily life. The path of self-awakening begins with simple awareness. Notice the thoughts that float through your mind like clouds across the sky. Feel the rise and fall of your breath, the sensations in your body, the emotions that color your experience. These are not distractions from your journey, they are signposts guiding you home. Many people believe awakening requires escape from ordinary life. The truth is that transformation happens right here, in the midst of your everyday experience. It lives in the space between thoughts, in moments of unexpected joy, in the quiet appreciation of a morning cup of coffee. Your awakening is as unique as your fingerprint. There is no prescribed path, no checklist to complete. Instead, it unfolds naturally as you learn to trust your inner guidance. Small shifts in perspective create ripples that transform your entire experience of life. The key lies in curiosity rather than judgment. When you approach yourself with gentle interest instead of criticism, new possibilities emerge. Old patterns that once felt fixed begin to loosen their grip. You discover that you are not broken and nothing needs to be fixed. You are simply awakening to your inherent wholeness. This journey requires patience and compassion. Some days you will feel clear and connected. Other days you might lose sight of yourself in old habits and reactions. Both experiences are valid stepping stones on your path. The only wrong way forward is to judge yourself for being human. Your awakening ripples out to touch every aspect of life. Relationships deepen as you bring more presence and authenticity. Work becomes an expression of your gifts rather than just a paycheck. Even challenges transform into opportunities for growth when met with conscious awareness. The most profound gift of awakening is the discovery that everything you seek already exists within you. Peace, wisdom, creativity, love. These are not distant goals to achieve, but inherent qualities of your true nature. As you align with this truth, life begins to flow with more ease and grace. Take a moment now to feel the quiet presence of your essential self. It has never left you, even when forgotten. This awareness is the foundation for everything that follows. Your journey of awakening starts here, in this moment, exactly as you are. Chapter 2. Understanding your inner voice. The voice within your mind shapes your entire reality, yet how well do you know it? Beyond the constant chatter of thoughts lies a deeper wisdom, your authentic inner voice. This faithful companion has been with you since childhood, whispering truths your logical mind often dismisses. Understanding your inner voice requires learning its unique language. Sometimes it speaks in gentle nudges, other times through powerful emotions or physical sensations. It might arrive as an inexplicable knowing, a flash of insight, or a persistent feeling that refuses to be ignored. Your inner voice is not the critical narrator pointing out flaws and failures. That voice comes from internalized external messages, parents, society, media. Your true inner voice speaks with wisdom and compassion, even when delivering difficult truths. It guides rather than judges, suggests rather than demands. Learning to distinguish between these different internal voices takes practice. The critical voice often speaks in absolutes and shoulds. It creates urgency and feeds anxiety. Your authentic inner voice brings clarity and calm, even when pointing toward necessary changes. It respects your timing and honors your process. Many people ignore their inner voice because following it requires courage. It might guide you away from the familiar toward unknown territory. It could ask you to have uncomfortable conversations or make choices others don't understand. Yet every time you honor this guidance, you strengthen your connection to your deepest wisdom. Your inner voice is also your most reliable compass for decision-making. While logic analyzes pros and cons, your inner wisdom sees the bigger picture of what truly aligns with your authentic path. It knows your purpose and potential beyond what is visible on the surface. This voice becomes especially valuable during times of transition or uncertainty. When external circumstances feel chaotic, your inner guidance remains steady. It helps you navigate challenges with grace and recognize opportunities for growth where others might only see obstacles. Building trust with your inner voice happens through consistent dialogue. Take time each day to quiet external noise and listen within. Journal about decisions and notice which choices bring a sense of expansion versus contraction. Pay attention to when you override your internal knowing and what results follow. As this relationship deepens, you will discover that your inner voice connects you to a wisdom far greater than your individual experience. It taps into universal truth while remaining uniquely attuned to your personal path. This combination of cosmic and intimate knowledge makes it an invaluable guide. The journey of understanding your inner voice transforms your relationship with yourself and life itself. You move from seeking external validation to trusting your inner compass. Decisions become clearer, relationships more authentic, and your path forward illuminated by your own inner light. Chapter 3. The check-in process. Life moves at lightning speed. Days blur together in a rush of tasks and responsibilities. Between deadlines and obligations, you might realize weeks have passed since you last checked how you truly feel. Your inner landscape holds valuable information about your needs, desires, and path forward, but only if you take time to listen. The check-in process is your daily pause button, a sacred appointment with yourself. This is not about fixing problems or making improvements. It is about witnessing your experience with genuine curiosity and compassion. When you create space to hear yourself, profound insights naturally emerge. Start with your physical body, your most immediate connection to the present moment. Notice areas of tension or ease, energy levels, and overall sensations. Your body constantly communicates through these physical signals, offering guidance about your needs and boundaries. Often, physical discomfort points to emotional or mental stress that needs attention. Move your awareness to your emotional state. Name the feelings present without trying to change them. Like weather patterns, emotions naturally flow and change when given space to exist. Resisting or judging them only creates more internal tension. Your feelings offer valuable information about what matters to you and what needs attention in your life. Observe your thoughts and mental patterns. Notice recurring worries, persistent ideas, or inspiring possibilities that keep appearing. Your mind processes countless inputs throughout the day. This check-in helps you distinguish between mental noise and meaningful insights that deserve deeper exploration. Pay attention to your energy and engagement levels with daily activities. Notice what drains you and what brings vitality. These patterns reveal important information about your authentic interests and natural rhythms. Honor this wisdom by adjusting your schedule and commitments accordingly. Check in with your deeper values and sense of purpose. Are your daily choices aligned with what matters most to you? Small adjustments in alignment can dramatically impact your sense of fulfillment and meaning. This is not about dramatic life changes, but conscious micro-shifts toward authenticity. Regular check-ins build trust with yourself. You learn to catch signs of overwhelm before burnout hits. You notice when you need rest, connection, or creative expression. This self-acknowledge becomes your foundation for making choices that support your well-being and growth. The check-in process also strengthens your intuition. As you practice tuning into yourself, you develop greater sensitivity to subtle internal signals. This refined awareness helps you navigate decisions and relationships with greater wisdom and clarity. This daily practice transforms your relationship with yourself and life itself. Instead of pushing through each day on autopilot, you move with greater consciousness and care. Your choices become more intentional, your boundaries clearer, and your path forward illuminated by deep self-acknowledgement. Chapter 4. Core beliefs and their impact. Deep beneath your conscious thoughts run powerful currents that shape every aspect of your life. These are your core beliefs, fundamental assumptions about yourself, others, and the world that formed long before you could question them. Like invisible architects, they design the structure of your reality. Some core beliefs empower and support your growth. Others act like invisible chains, limiting your potential and coloring every experience through their restrictive lens. The most powerful ones often feel like absolute truths rather than learnt perspectives. Yet every belief, no matter how deeply rooted, is ultimately a story that can be rewritten. Your core beliefs influence everything from career choices to relationships, from how you handle money to how you care for your health. They determine whether you pursue opportunities or hold back, trust others or remain guarded, take risks or play it safe. Even your definition of success and happiness stems from these fundamental assumptions. Identifying core beliefs requires patience and self-compassion. They often hide in plain sight, disguised as just the way things are. Notice patterns in your life, recurring challenges, relationship dynamics, areas where you feel stuck. These patterns often point to underlying beliefs that need examination. Pay attention to your internal dialogue, especially in challenging situations. Phrases like, "I always," "I never," "everyone," or "no one" often signal core beliefs at work. These absolute statements rarely reflect reality, but reveal deep assumptions about yourself and life. Childhood experiences played a crucial role in forming your core beliefs. The messages you received, both spoken and unspoken, became the foundation for how you view yourself and your place in the world. Understanding this context brings compassion to the process of change. Transforming limiting core beliefs starts with awareness, not force. Simply noticing when they arise and how they affect your choices creates space for new possibilities. Question their validity gently. Look for evidence that contradicts them. Consider alternative perspectives that might serve you better. Each time you act against a limiting belief, you weaken its hold and build evidence for a new story. Small steps matter more than dramatic gestures. Celebrate every moment you choose possibility over limitation, growth over safety, trust over fear. Your core beliefs can evolve, but the process requires patience and persistence. Old patterns have deep roots. New beliefs need time and evidence to become as real as the old ones once felt. Trust that each conscious choice builds momentum toward lasting change. Remember that you are not your beliefs. You are the aware presence that can observe, question, and choose different perspectives. This fundamental truth gives you the power to reshape your inner landscape and create a life aligned with your highest potential. Chapter 5. Let it out. Releasing emotional burdens. Emotions flow through your life like an underground river, powerful and constant. Society teaches us to contain, control, and often suppress these vital energies. Yet unexpressed emotions do not simply disappear. They become heavy burdens carried in your body, mind, and spirit. Releasing emotional burdens requires safe space and permission to feel fully. Your emotions are not problems to solve, but energies seeking expression and understanding. Each feeling, even the uncomfortable ones, carries important messages about your needs, boundaries, and deepest truths. Your body holds the wisdom of emotional release. Notice where you carry tension, where breath flows freely or feels restricted. Physical symptoms often point to stuck emotional energy, seeking acknowledgement. Trust your body's natural knowing of how to process and release what no longer serves you. Fear often surrounds emotional expression. You might worry about losing control, being judged, or overwhelming others. These concerns come from past experiences where it was not safe to feel fully. Creating new pathways for healthy emotional release helps heal these old wounds. Movement offers powerful medicine for emotional release. Dance, run, shake, or simply walk in nature. Physical motion helps emotions flow naturally through your system. Let your body lead the way without trying to control or direct the process. Creative expression provides another vital outlet for emotional energy. Writing, art, music, or any form of creation can transform raw emotion into something meaningful. The act of expression itself brings relief, whether or not anyone else ever sees what you create. Tears carry their own healing wisdom. Crying releases stress hormones and toxins, while producing natural pain-relieving chemicals. Allow tears to flow when they arise, knowing they are part of your body's innate healing system. Sound also supports emotional release. Humming, singing, sighing, or making spontaneous sounds helps move stuck energy. Your voice carries the power to express what words alone cannot convey. Trust the sounds that naturally want to emerge. Professional support creates sacred space for deeper emotional work. Therapists, counselors, and healing practitioners offer skilled guidance for processing complex feelings and trauma. Seeking help shows wisdom and strength, not weakness. As you release old emotional burdens, you create space for new experiences and possibilities. Energy once used to contain or suppress feelings becomes available for creativity, connection, and joy. Your authentic self emerges more fully as emotional barriers dissolve. Chapter 6. Choosing to change your life. Transformative power lives in the space between stimulus and response. That microscopic pause, where choice becomes possible, contains the seed of all change. Your past does not determine your future. This moment, right now, holds the power to shift your entire life's direction. Change begins with radical honesty about your current reality. Look clearly at what is working and what is not. Notice where you feel aligned with your truth and where you have compromised your authenticity. This awareness creates the foundation for meaningful transformation. Real change requires more than surface-level adjustments. Lasting transformation touches the root system of your life, your beliefs, patterns, and fundamental ways of being. Small, consistent shifts in these deeper layers create sustainable change that transforms your entire experience. Fear naturally arises when you consider significant changes. Your brain is wired to prefer the familiar, even when it no longer serves you. Acknowledge these fears without letting them make your decisions. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the choice to move forward despite it. Support is essential for sustainable change. Surround yourself with people who believe in your potential and encourage your growth. Distance yourself from those who consciously or unconsciously undermine your transformation. Your environment powerfully impacts your ability to change. Take inventory of your daily choices. Each decision, no matter how small, either reinforces old patterns or supports new possibilities. Conscious choice-making builds momentum toward positive change. Even tiny shifts in awareness and behavior accumulate into significant transformation. Change requires both action and patience. While some shifts happen suddenly, most meaningful change unfolds gradually through consistent small steps. Trust the process even when progress feels slow. Each choice for growth plants seeds that will bloom in their own perfect timing. Your mindset shapes your experience of change. View challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Celebrate small victories instead of focusing only on the distance still to travel. A growth-oriented perspective makes the journey of change more empowering and enjoyable. Remember that change is not linear. You will have days of clear progress and days that feel like steps backward. Both experiences are natural parts of the transformation process. Treat yourself with compassion during difficult moments while maintaining commitment to your chosen path. Your choice to change ripples out beyond your personal life. As you transform, you inspire others to believe in their own potential for growth. Your courage to change creates positive impact in ways you might never fully see, but are deeply meaningful to the world. Chapter 7. Recognizing self within. Identity runs deeper than roles, achievements, or personality traits. Beneath these surface expressions lies your essential self, the unchanging awareness that witnesses all experience. This core essence remains constant, while everything else shifts and changes throughout your life. Pure awareness forms your deepest identity. Like the sky that remains unchanged while weather patterns come and go, your true self exists beyond thought, emotion, and circumstance. This recognition brings profound peace and stability amid life's constant changes. Most people mistake the content of their experience for who they are. They identify with thoughts, feelings, memories, and stories about themselves. While these elements color your experience, they are not your fundamental nature. You are the conscious presence that knows all these changing phenomena. Your essential self cannot be lost or damaged. No experience, no matter how challenging, touches this core essence. Understanding this truth brings tremendous freedom. You can fully engage with life while remaining grounded in your unchanging nature. Notice how you naturally recognize yourself each morning upon waking. Before thoughts and memories flood in, pure awareness is already present. This simple recognition points to your true nature, the conscious presence that persists through all states and experiences. Your authentic expression flows naturally when you rest in self-recognition. Instead of trying to be someone, you allow your genuine nature to move through you. Actions become more spontaneous and aligned with truth. Relationships deepen as you meet others from essence rather than personality. Society encourages external seeking and achievement, yet lasting fulfillment comes from recognizing what is already present within you. Your essential nature contains all the peace, wisdom, and love you seek. External experiences can reflect but never create what is inherently yours. This recognition transforms your relationship with thoughts and emotions. Instead of being consumed by mental activity, you observe it from awareness. Feelings flow through you without defining you. This natural distance brings freedom while allowing fuller engagement with experience. Living from self-recognition does not mean transcending humanity. Rather, it allows you to embrace your human experience more fully while remaining anchored in deeper truth. You participate in life's dance with both wisdom and vulnerability. Your journey continually deepens this recognition. Each moment offers fresh opportunity to remember and rest in your essential nature. This remembrance becomes the foundation for authentic living and the source of lasting peace. Chapter 8. Navigating anxious paths. Racing thoughts spiral through your mind like leaves caught in a whirlwind. Your heart pounds, palms sweat, and the world seems to close in around you. These anxious parts of yourself are not enemies to be conquered, but protective forces, doing their best to keep you safe. Your anxiety holds wisdom beneath its uncomfortable sensations. Each racing thought, each moment of panic, carries important information about your needs and boundaries. Learning to listen to these messages without being overwhelmed by them transforms your relationship with anxiety. The body speaks first in the language of anxiety. Shallow breathing, muscle tension, digestive issues. These physical signals often appear before conscious awareness of stress. Becoming familiar with your unique anxiety signatures helps you respond skillfully before overwhelm sets in. Past experiences shape how your anxious parts respond to present situations. Early stress, trauma, or learned safety behaviors created protective patterns that may no longer serve you. Understanding this context brings compassion to these parts, while opening possibilities for new responses. Meeting anxiety with resistance only amplifies its intensity. Fighting against anxious feelings creates a second layer of stress, anxiety about having anxiety. Instead, practice allowing these sensations to exist while maintaining connection to your grounded presence. Anxiety narrows focus to potential threats, real or imagined. This tunnel vision made sense for survival in the past, but often misreads present situations. Gently widening your perspective helps break the spell of anxious thinking. Notice what else exists in your experience beyond the anxiety. Simple physical practices can help regulate an overwhelmed nervous system. Conscious breathing, gentle movement, and sensory awareness bring you back to the present moment. These tools become more effective with regular practice during calmer times. Your anxious parts need reassurance, not rationalization. Logic rarely penetrates the protective fog of anxiety. Instead, speak to these parts with the same compassion you would offer a frightened child. Acknowledge their intention to help while gently introducing new possibilities. Building trust with anxious parts takes time and patience. Small steps toward new experiences gradually demonstrate that you can handle uncertainty. Celebrate moments of courage rather than criticizing yourself when anxiety appears. Remember that anxiety is a part of you, not all of you. Your deeper self remains steady even when anxious thoughts and feelings arise. This truth allows you to work with anxiety rather than being consumed by it. Each mindful encounter with anxiety builds your capacity for presence and peace. Chapter 9. Body Awareness and Healing. Your body holds the story of your life. Every joy, trauma, triumph, and wound lives in your physical form. Beyond its role as a mechanical system, your body is an exquisite instrument of consciousness. It speaks a language older than words, guiding you toward healing and wholeness. Modern life disconnects many people from their physical wisdom. Hours spent in mental activity overshadow subtle bodily signals. Stress, tension, and illness often stem from this lost connection to your body's natural intelligence. Each sensation carries meaning beyond physical discomfort or pleasure. Tension patterns reveal held emotions and beliefs. Chronic pain points to areas needing attention and care. Energy blocks show where life force needs to flow more freely. Your body never lies about what it needs. Healing begins with listening to your body's messages. Notice areas that feel alive and energized versus numb or restricted. Pay attention to how your body responds in different situations and relationships. These reactions offer truthful feedback about what supports or depletes your well-being. Your breath provides a direct path to body awareness. Its rhythm reflects your emotional state and level of presence. Conscious breathing helps release tension, increase energy flow, and restore natural balance. Simply following your breath brings attention back to bodily sensation. Movement reveals another layer of bodily wisdom. Let your body stretch, dance, or shake in ways that feel intuitively right. Free movement helps release stuck energy and emotion while awakening natural vitality. Trust your body's impulse to move and express itself. Rest plays an essential role in physical healing. Your body knows when it needs to slow down and restore. Honor these signals rather than pushing through fatigue. Quality rest supports your immune system, emotional balance, and overall resilience. Trauma leaves imprints in your physical form. Your body remembers what your mind might forget or minimize. Healing trauma requires gentle attention to these stored patterns. Professional support helps create safety for this deep physical healing work. Your relationship with your body impacts all areas of life. Treating your physical form with reverence and care ripples out to how you engage with the world. Body awareness helps you make choices aligned with your true needs and set healthy boundaries. Remember that your body is not a machine to control, but a wise ally in your journey. It naturally moves toward health when given proper support. Trust this innate healing wisdom while taking practical steps to support your physical well-being. Chapter 10. The role of firefighters in emotional survival. Life's intense emotions can feel like raging fires threatening to consume you. Enter your internal firefighters, protective parts that rush in to douse emotional flames before they spread. These defenders develop sophisticated strategies to keep you functioning when feelings become overwhelming. Emotional firefighters take many forms: workaholism, perfectionism, substance use, excessive exercise, constant busyness. While their methods differ, their mission remains constant: to protect you from feeling emotional pain. Understanding their protective intention brings compassion to these patterns. These parts often develop during times when you lacked external support for processing difficult emotions. Young children particularly need help regulating intense feelings. Without adequate guidance, internal firefighters step in with whatever tools they can find to manage emotional overwhelm. Your firefighters deserve recognition for helping you survive challenging times. They worked tirelessly to keep you functioning when healthier options seemed unavailable. Their strategies may appear problematic now, but they served an essential purpose in your emotional survival. Notice when your firefighters activate. What emotions trigger their response? What situations make them spring into action? Understanding their patterns helps you anticipate when you might need extra support for feeling emotions safely. While firefighters intend to help, their protective strategies often create new problems. Avoiding emotion through constant activity leads to burnout. Numbing feelings through addictive behaviors damages health and relationships. Even perfectionism extracts a heavy toll on well-being. Healing involves learning new ways to be with intense emotion. Your firefighters need reassurance that you can handle feelings safely now. Professional support emotional regulation skills, and self-compassion practices help create this safety. Gradually, firefighter parts can relax their hypervigilance as you develop capacity for emotional presence. They need evidence that feeling emotions will not destroy you. Small experiences of staying present with manageable feelings build this trust over time. Integration happens naturally as you honor both the protective intention of firefighters and your growing ability to be with emotion. These parts become allies in your journey rather than emergency responders. Their energy transforms into authentic strength and resilience. Your relationship with emotion profoundly impacts your entire life. As firefighter parts settle into new roles, you access deeper wells of creativity, connection, and aliveness. The energy once used to suppress feeling becomes available for living fully. Chapter 11. The Power of Self-Forgiveness. Wounds of self-judgment run deep, creating invisible barriers to peace and fulfillment. Each harsh criticism, each moment of blame turned inward, leaves scars on your relationship with yourself. Self-forgiveness offers medicine for these hidden hurts, opening pathways to genuine healing. Forgiving yourself requires more courage than forgiving others. External forgiveness involves releasing resentment toward actions you did not choose. Self-forgiveness asks you to face your own choices with compassion while taking responsibility for their impact. Many people believe self-judgment keeps them on track, that forgiveness might lead to complacency or poor choices. Yet genuine self-forgiveness enhances responsibility rather than diminishing it. You make clearer decisions from self-acceptance than from shame. Start with small acts of self-forgiveness. Notice harsh self-talk about minor mistakes or perceived flaws. Practice releasing judgment about these simple things. Build your capacity for self-compassion before tackling deeper regrets. Past choices that caused harm to yourself or others need special care in the forgiveness process. Acknowledge the full impact of these actions without minimizing or deflecting responsibility. Allow genuine remorse to arise while maintaining commitment to your fundamental worth. Self-forgiveness does not mean forgetting or dismissing the consequences of past actions. Instead, it creates space to learn from experience while releasing the burden of endless self-punishment. You can hold accountability and compassion simultaneously. Your capacity for growth comes from self-acceptance, not self-rejection. Forgiveness allows you to integrate lessons from the past, rather than remaining stuck in cycles of shame. Each act of self-forgiveness strengthens your ability to make conscious choices. Remember that you made the best choices available to you, given your awareness, resources, and circumstances at the time. This understanding brings compassion without absolving responsibility. You can acknowledge impact while forgiving the limited consciousness that led to past actions. Forgiving yourself transforms how you relate to others' mistakes and limitations. Your growing self-compassion naturally extends to understanding human imperfection. Relationships deepen as you bring this wisdom to all your connections. The journey of self-forgiveness continues throughout life. Each day brings opportunities to choose love over judgment, acceptance over rejection. These small choices create profound healing that ripples through your entire experience of life. Chapter 12. Cultivating Self-Trust. Your inner compass points true north, yet years of doubting your instincts may have clouded its signal. Self-trust grows like a garden, requiring patient tending, proper conditions, and faith in the natural process of growth. Each small choice to honor your inner knowing strengthens this vital foundation. Early experiences shape your relationship with self-trust. Messages that dismissed your feelings, denied your perceptions, or punished your authentic expression taught you to doubt yourself. Understanding these influences brings compassion to your journey of rebuilding trust. Your body offers reliable signals about what feels true for you. Physical sensations of expansion or contraction provide clear feedback about choices and situations. Learning to recognize and honor these subtle signals strengthens your connection to inner wisdom. Self-trust develops through consistent small actions rather than dramatic leaps of faith. Notice opportunities in daily life to check in with your genuine feelings and honor what you discover. Each time you listen to yourself builds evidence that you can trust your inner guidance. Fear often masquerades as intuition, creating confusion about what to trust. Learn to distinguish between anxiety-based reactions and deeper knowing. Anxiety feels contracted and urgent, while intuition brings clarity and calm, even when pointing toward challenging choices. Making mistakes does not mean you cannot trust yourself. Every human decision includes some uncertainty. Trust grows through learning from experience rather than demanding perfection. Each mistake offers valuable information for refining your inner guidance system. Your interests and desires provide important information about your authentic path. Notice what naturally draws your attention and energy. These genuine attractions often point toward growth opportunities aligned with your true nature. External validation can temporarily boost confidence, but ultimately weakens self-trust. While feedback from others offers useful perspective, over-reliance on outside approval disconnects you from inner knowing. Balance external input with strong connection to your own truth. Building self-trust requires courage to act on your insights, even when others disagree. Start with small choices where risks feel manageable. Gradually expand into larger decisions as you develop trust in your ability to handle outcomes and learn from experience. Remember that self-trust exists naturally within you. Rather than creating it from scratch, you are removing obstacles and returning to innate wisdom. Each step toward trusting yourself brings you closer to authentic living and genuine fulfillment. Chapter 13. Embracing growth and change. Growth pulses through every living thing. Trees reaching toward sunlight, rivers carving new paths, seasons flowing one into another. Your own nature contains this same drive toward expansion and evolution. Fighting change creates unnecessary suffering, while embracing growth aligns you with life's natural momentum. Personal growth rarely follows a straight line. Like a spiral path, you often return to familiar territories with new perspectives. What seems like moving backward actually allows deeper integration of lessons and more authentic choices moving forward. Resistance to change comes from your brain's preference for the familiar. Even uncomfortable patterns feel safer than unknown possibilities. Understanding this biological drive helps you work with resistance rather than fighting it. Small steps build new neural pathways for growth. Growth requires exposure to appropriate challenges, not too easy, not too overwhelming. Pay attention to what stretches you while still feeling manageable. This sweet spot of challenge creates optimal conditions for learning and development. Let go of comparing your growth journey to others. Your path unfolds according to your unique timing and needs. What looks like rapid progress in one area may require slower integration in another. Trust your natural pace of development. Growth involves both expansion and consolidation. Periods of visible progress alternate with quieter times of integration. Honor both dynamics. Seeds grow underground before breaking through soil. Internal shifts precede external changes. Your comfort zone expands through gradual exposure to new experiences. Each time you stretch beyond familiar territory, you demonstrate your capacity for growth. These expanded boundaries become your new normal, creating foundation for further development. Setbacks and struggles contain valuable information for growth. Rather than viewing them as failures, mine these experiences for their lessons. Every challenge overcome increases your resilience and wisdom for future growth. Growth requires supportive conditions. Nurture yourself with proper rest, nourishment, and encouragement. Surround yourself with people who believe in your potential. Create space in your life for new possibilities to emerge. Remember that growth serves life's natural unfolding through you. You are not forcing development, but allowing your innate potential to blossom. Trust this organic process while taking practical steps to support your evolution. Chapter 14. Aligning Mind, Body, and Spirit. Harmony emerges when all aspects of your being move in concert. Mind clear and focused, body vital and responsive, spirit connected to deeper purpose. This alignment creates a state of flow where life unfolds with grace and power through you. Modern life often fragments these essential aspects of self. Mental activity dominates, while body wisdom goes unheard. Spirit gets relegated to occasional consideration rather than constant communion. Healing this fragmentation brings newfound wholeness and vitality. Your mind serves best as an ally rather than master. Train it to support rather than suppress your body's wisdom and spirit's guidance. Clear thinking enhances rather than replaces intuition. Logic and inner knowing work together for optimal choices. Physical practices ground spiritual insights in tangible form. Movement, breathwork, and conscious touch help integrate awareness through your entire being. Your body becomes a bridge between mental understanding and spiritual truth. Spirit infuses everything with meaning and purpose. It transforms routine actions into sacred practice, mundane moments into opportunities for presence. Spiritual connection provides context for both mental activity and physical experience. Notice when these aspects fall out of alignment. Mental stress shows up as physical tension. Spiritual disconnection manifests as anxiety or emptiness. Body signals reflect inner harmony or discord. Each part reveals the state of the whole. Regular practices maintain integration of mind, body, and spirit. Meditation aligns mental activity with deeper awareness. Movement coordinates physical and energetic systems. Creative expression allows spirit to flow through tangible forms. Relationships reflect your internal alignment. Clear communication requires coordination of thought, feeling, and authentic expression. Physical presence supports emotional connection. Spiritual awareness enhances understanding of relationship patterns. Work becomes more effective and fulfilling when all aspects align. Mental focus combines with physical energy and spiritual purpose. Tasks flow naturally rather than requiring forced effort. Time seems to expand to accommodate what truly matters. Trust the wisdom of your whole being. Each aspect contributes essential qualities to your experience. Full alignment allows life to move through you with maximum effectiveness and joy. Chapter 15. The Path to Lasting Fulfillment. Fulfillment flows from living in harmony with your deepest truth. No external achievement or possession can create lasting satisfaction without this essential alignment. Your path to fulfillment reveals itself through paying attention to what brings genuine joy and meaning. Small moments often contain profound fulfillment. A child's laughter, morning sunlight, creative flow, genuine connection. Training yourself to notice and appreciate these experiences builds your capacity for lasting contentment rather than fleeting pleasure. Purpose emerges naturally when you follow what feels deeply right. You do not need to force meaning onto your life. Instead, notice what activities and connections energize you, what contributions feel natural and necessary. These attractions guide you toward authentic purpose. Fulfillment requires courage to live from your truth, even when it differs from others' expectations. External success means little without internal alignment. Better to find joy in authentic expression than achievement that leaves you feeling empty. Your definition of fulfillment evolves as you grow. What satisfied you in the past may no longer feel sufficient. Honor these shifts as signs of expansion rather than viewing them as problems to solve. Your changing desires reveal deeper layers of possibility. Regular reflection helps you stay aligned with genuine fulfillment. Notice what activities and relationships bring lasting satisfaction versus temporary distraction. Adjust your choices to support what truly matters to you. Contribution to others naturally increases fulfillment, not from obligation, but genuine desire to share your gifts. Your unique way of serving adds meaning, while allowing others to benefit from your authentic expression. Challenges and setbacks need not diminish fulfillment. When connected to deeper purpose, difficulties become opportunities for growth. Resilience grows through maintaining alignment with truth, even during struggles. Remember that lasting fulfillment emerges from being rather than doing or having. External circumstances matter less than your internal state. Cultivate qualities of presence, gratitude, and authenticity. Let these be your foundation for genuine satisfaction. Your path to fulfillment is uniquely yours to walk. Trust that following your truth creates positive impact beyond what you can see. Your authentic journey lights the way for others while bringing you lasting peace and joy.